She thought her husband just had strange habits, until she caught him eating a mouse at midnight. Late at night, her husband wasn't sleeping. Instead, he was making strange movements on the floor. When the wife walked closer to check, she froze in terror. Her husband was hiding in the corner eating a mouse. A few days earlier, her best friend had warned her that her husband was a cat demon. At first, she didn't believe it. She thought he only acted like a cat sometimes. But her best friend firmly warned her that if she didn't leave him, she would eventually die. Later, her friend gave her an amulet. She said it could make the cat demon bleed and buy her time to escape. Half doubtful, the woman still wore it just to be safe. Unexpectedly, during intimacy, her husband touched the amulet. He instantly stepped back in fear and asked what she was wearing around her neck. Then the woman saw blood on him, exactly like her best friend predicted. Terrified, she questioned him immediately. She explained the pendant was only a wooden craft and asked why he reacted so strongly, but he complained the rough wooden edges scratched him and told her not to wear it again. The woman looked closely and noticed tiny wooden splinters on the pendant, so she convinced herself the bleeding was only a coincidence. She apologized repeatedly, threw the pendant away, and even made it up to him that night. But after they were intimate, she still couldn't stop herself from asking why he fell for her in the first place. After all, she was only a fishmonger while he was the wealthy boss of a huge company. Their worlds were completely different. But he claimed it was love at first sight. The first time he saw her, she was killing fish. Her hands were covered in blood and dirty water, but her eyes were bright, like stars. From that moment on, he wanted to protect her forever. The woman was deeply moved and became intimate with him again. Suddenly, a mouse squeaked nearby. The woman jumped in shock, but her husband suddenly looked excited. He casually said he was best at catching mice. Then he walked out of the bedroom. The woman waited for a long time, but he never came back, so she went into the living room to check, and what she saw terrified her again. Her husband was crawling strangely across the floor. Then he quickly caught the mouse and stuffed it into his mouth. The woman was completely stunned. She immediately asked if he was eating the mouse, but he laughed and asked if she was losing sleep. He said he would never eat a mouse. The woman still suspected he was lying, but then he pulled out her wedding ring. He explained he saw the mouse steal it, so he checked its mouth to get it back for her. Only then did the woman finally relax, but she still felt something strange about him. The next day, she planned to talk to her best friend about everything, but suddenly, a car sped straight toward her. At the critical moment, her husband shoved her away, but he himself was thrown several meters by the impact. The woman felt like her entire world collapsed. She rushed over in panic to check on him, but surprisingly, he only had a few scratches and was completely fine. This made her believe his love for her was real. She even thought she should stop doubting him, but after hearing what happened, her best friend became even more convinced he was a cat demon. Because a normal person would have been killed or seriously injured in that crash, but he walked away unharmed, which could only mean one thing: just like a cat, he had 9 lives.